you already know the vibes. Your boy Sly back at it again with another video, and in this video I'll be talking to you about the best Netflix TV shows and movies that I would recommend you to watch, so stay tuned. But before we get into this video, we all know what's going on in the news today. We all know about what's been going on in the States and the George Floyd case, and I'm fully aware of it, and I would just like to say and address that I'm in full support of the Black Lives Movement and everything that's going on, all the protests and everything. I'm in full support of it, but I do have some stuff to say about it that I just kind of disagree with and all that stuff. So what I disagree with this whole thing is that we're all upset, yes, and I just want to say that I'm talking to the people in the back. Y'all in the back need to listen to this, so open your ears. Black lives matter. We're all human beings and we all should be treated equally. Black lives matter. Me as a black male, I feel a certain type of way about this because the police, the people that are supposed to protect and serve our country, you know, are out here killing us off like we're nothing, that we're devalued and that we have no life. We have lives too, and our lives do matter as well. The looting and everything, I'm not in full support of that because there's certain ways that we can handle this situation, but by looting and breaking into stores, breaking down businesses and stuff, especially businesses that are owned like by regular people, you know, not like the big corporations and stuff like that. I don't care about that because at the end of the day, all those big companies and stuff have insurances that can all get that stuff back. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about like smaller businesses and all that stuff. It's very hard for them to bounce back, especially from like looting and breaking in and entering and all that stuff. So that's what I don't support of. But at the end of the day, racism, this needs to stop. Like, we've been through this for how many years now, and it's still going on till today, and it just needs to stop. And I would just like to say that I'm in full support of it. And please, if you can do anything by doing your research on it and also donating to different causes to help this movement, we need to get our voices heard. We need to rise up and put people in their places. Like, no justice, no peace, there will never be peace in this in our lifetime. Like, if this racism still exists, there will never be peace. So Black Lives Matter, and please do your part in supporting the movement. Now let's get back to the video. So this video is about me. By the way, do you guys like the setup? Like, this is a little temporary type of thing, but I don't know. Do you guys like it? I don't know how I'm feeling about it, but I kind of like it, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna change it, but who knows. But this video is about me telling you guys the best Netflix movies and TV shows that you guys should watch since we're all in quarantine still. Who knows when this is gonna end. But yeah, I just decided to do a video on this, and let's get into it. So I'm gonna go from like number 10 to number 1. So that's how I'm gonna do it, okay? So at number 10 is a movie called Flatliners. So this movie is about basically all these nurse students, not nurses, like these students that want to be doctors, and they're all in medical school and everything, and there's this one girl who wants to know what happens in the afterlife. So like, what happens after you die. So what she does is she full on kills herself. Like, she brings these students with her to accompany her in this experiment. So they go down to like a different hospital, and they basically do all these experiments where she kills herself, like full on, like stops her brain from functioning and all that stuff, and she records the brain activity of what happens in her brain. So at first I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do that to yourself, you know? But then it was kind of cool seeing like what really happens, not what really happens, but what so-called happens when your brain activity stops. But what happened in the movie is that, I don't want to give out the whole thing if you haven't watched it, but each person that did the experiment, like in that group, something happened to them. Like something, like when they came back to life, something happened to them. Like one of them, she remembered everything in her past, and another person was so like smart and everything. So you guys should really watch that movie. It's a really good movie. The ending could do a little better, but overall it's a really good movie, and I do recommend you guys to go watch it. If you've gotten this far to the video and you haven't clicked that subscribe button, what are you doing? I'm gonna wait. Click that subscribe button and turn your post notifications on, because I do post frequently, and just join the fam, you know? We're always eating good and we just have this relationship, you know? So why don't you just join and subscribe, you know? Make sure to like that video and also comment. Okay? Okay, we can get back to it. I got you. Had to remind you a little bit, but it's okay. We're cool like that. We're cool. Okay? Okay. The next one is a TV show. It's called What If. So this TV show is about a girl named Lisa, and she wants to do good in life. Like, I believe she's a journalist or something. this TV show I watched a long time ago. I believe she's a journalist or something else, but she basically wants to do good in life, right? And she is given an ultimatum of being successful versus being, you know, a regular person. So there's this one person, she's like a multi-millionaire, and she's written many books and all that stuff, and she's given Lisa the opportunity to, you know, do great and be successful, but Lisa has to give up some stuff and sacrifice some things in order to be in that place in her lifetime. So it's a really good TV show. It had a lot of like the plot twist and everything, like, it's really good. Like, there's so much mix up in it, which I kind of like. So I recommend you guys to go watch that because it's actually really good. Like, that's a really good TV show, and the episodes are actually like 42 to 43 minutes, so it's not even that long, and you'll be like, from the first episode you're intrigued, and that's what I like about TV shows. I like the first 5 minutes I'm just intrigued into the episode, you know. So that's a really good one. The next one is, this is a movie, it's called Freshman Year, and this movie literally is one of my top favorite movies. This movie is about a Nigerian kid. He's grown up in a Nigerian, his dad's Nigerian and his mom's Jamaican, I believe, yeah. And the dad is very traditional, you know, he has all the traditions, and me as a Nigerian kid, I like, when I watched the movie, I related to this movie so much because it's actually crazy about how like growing up being Nigerian and all that stuff. Like, comment down below if I should do a video on like growing up being Nigerian and all that stuff, because I actually have so much to say, and if you guys are interested in that, comment down below on what you think. But in this movie, he's been a good kid, you know, he's gotten straight A's, you know, he's part of the basketball team and everything, but then it's time for him to go to college. So he graduates high school, he goes to college, but in college he faces different tribulations and different obstacles in college and different temptations. So basically, I'm not gonna try and ruin the whole thing, but basically he got this girl pregnant, and in a Nigerian household, if you get a girl pregnant before you're married, Jesus is Lord! Yikes. So I'm not gonna give out the ending, but it's really good, and I feel like if you're African, I feel like you can relate to this movie so much. Like, it's so good. Like, I was just dying of laughter. I'm not gonna spoil it all, but there were certain scenes in the movie that I was just like, no way this is happening, because I can totally relate to it. But I do recommend you guys go watch it. It's a really good movie. The next one is a TV show, and this TV show is called Elite. If you don't know about Elite, what are you really doing yourself? Because Elite's a bomb show, because even though it's not in English, it's a really good show, and I do recommend you guys go watch it because it's actually really good. So Elite is basically a TV show about these kids who are all in high school, and one kid, his sister dies, and basically it's like an investigation about how the sister died, what happened, all that stuff. But all other things after her death are also involved into it, like also contributed to it, and it's just a very good TV show. So I do recommend you guys go watch it because it's actually lit, and it has 3 seasons, I believe, or 2 seasons. I think it's 3 seasons. And it's really good, and you'll be intrigued from the first episode, because I remember from the first episode, because when I watched that when I saw the Netflix suggestion, I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, why would they recommend me a show that's not even in English? But they have the translation for you, and it's actually really good, so I do recommend you guys go watch it. The next one is a movie, and it's Dangerous Lies. This movie recently came out on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. This movie is about basically this married couple. The wife, she works as a helper for old people in old people homes, and she basically, the old person that she was helping, her and her husband were also struggling like financially a lot, and the old person that she was helping, she told him about her problems at home and all that stuff, and the old person was very nice, a very genuine old person, and he gave her some money. But later on, the guy died, like the old person that she was taking care of dies, and the husband also comes in and works inside the house because the old guy needed a gardener, and she's like, why not choose my husband? And he comes, works as a gardener. After the old guy dies, the husband goes upstairs in the attic and finds a whole chest of money, and they don't know what to do with that money. Like, they don't know if they should keep it for themselves, they don't know if they should spend it, because the old guy reassured the girl that he'll take care of her financially because they become friends. She's worked with him for so long. So it's a really good movie. I do recommend you guys go watch it. And yeah, the next movie, this is a movie, is called Look Away. So this is a scary movie. If you guys don't like scary movies, you can skip from this one, but I love scary movies. Scary movies are literally the best thing ever. Like, I like being scared. Like, I like ooh, you know? So this movie is about a girl. She's in high school, and she is kind of awkward. She doesn't really have that many friends. She's like not one of the popular girls, and she's kind of weird, but at the same time she's not. It's just because no one wants to talk to her. Everybody thinks she's weird, but even though she's not. So basically, she has in her house, she has someone else, like when she goes to the washroom, in her mirror, when she looks in the mirror, in her reflection is not really her reflection. It's someone else that looks exactly like her. So what they do is they switch bodies, like they switch in the mirror. So the person that was in the mirror is outside and her inside the mirror to do whatever she like always wanted to do, but she didn't have the guts to do it. And she can basically see her reflection, like herself, through a mirror. So any mirror reflection, like a car window or a mirror, she can see through the reflection, and basically does like bad things. But it's actually a very good movie. I do recommend you guys to watch it. It's not really that, like the scare level, on a scale out of 10, it's probably a 7. So it's not even that bad. So you guys should go watch it, you know? It's very good. The next one is the TV show, and you guys might clock me for this, but I don't care because I like this TV show. None of you guys can tell me anything else. It's a bomb TV show. This one is Riverdale. Riverdale is a very good TV show. If you guys don't know about Riverdale, I don't know what to tell you because this TV show has been out for the longest. But I like Riverdale. I like the plot. The acting, yeah, it could be improved. But Riverdale's a really good TV show. I really like it, and I do recommend you guys go watch it, especially now because they've taken a break, and they're taking a break from season 4, and this is about to be season 5. So it's really good. I like it. I don't care what anybody says. People say they don't like it. Some people say they like it. For me personally, I like the TV show. I have no problems with the TV show. I like mystery in a TV show, and I like not knowing what's gonna happen next. Like I like being surprised in a sense, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I recommend you guys go watch that. The next one is a movie, and this one is called The Unborn. So The Unborn is another scary movie. If you know, I love scary movies. Scary movies are just the best thing you can ever watch, you know? So The Unborn is about this girl. She's living her regular life. She's around, I believe, 20 years old or 21 years old. And she's a regular girl from a regular family. Her dad's wealthy. And this movie is about how she had a twin. She had a twin when she was born, but the twin died during birth. And she didn't know that. She didn't know that through her years of as a child, and even in her adulthood, she didn't know that. But things were happening to her that was kind of weird, and she kind of sensed that something was wrong. So she did some research, and she found out that she in fact did have a twin, but he died at childbirth. And from the color to her eye was getting distorted and all that stuff. And later on in the movie, like, she found out that she did have a long lost twin, and the twin was evil. So it's a really good movie. I recommend you guys go watch it. It's not even, okay, it's kind of scary. When I first watched it, it kind of was, but you guys should go watch it. Just watch it, it's good. I'm recommending it to you, you know? Watch it. So the next show is Dr. Foster. This is one of my favorite shows. This show is literally the show that's like up there, like that I really enjoyed, and I will go back and watch it again even today, even though I've already watched it. So this show is basically about this regular family. They have a kid, and the husband one day decides to borrow the wife's scarf. And when the husband came back later on that day after work to return the scarf back to the wife found a blonde hair on the scarf. And the wife knew from then on that the husband was cheating on her. So basically, the wife then did a whole investigation of who the husband was cheating on her with, and like literally conflict of interest is also in this movie. Mystery is also in this movie. Conflict of interest is also in this TV show. Mystery is also in this TV show. It's a very good TV show, and I do recommend you guys go watch it, because if you're the type of person that likes mystery and likes investigations and all that stuff, I do recommend you. And what the wife did, she played it so smart. Like, she made the husband look dumb. And it's just like, I like that, you know? Like, I like that she just made the husband look dumb, and she didn't cry about it. She cried a little bit, but she didn't like overly cry about it. She just was angry and wanted to know the bottom of it and wanted to know what really happened. So I do recommend you guys go watch that. It has 2 seasons, but it has 2 seasons, 5 episodes in each season, but each episode is around an hour long. It is long, but if you're the type of person that wants to be intrigued and wants to be watching a TV show that's really interesting, I recommend you guys go watch that. No joke. The number one, this is number one that I really love and enjoy is Nerve. Nerve is just a great movie. Like, Nerve, I wish Nerve was real life. Like, if you guys haven't watched Nerve, this movie came out so long ago. This movie came out in 2016, I believe, and Netflix released it like last year. But it's a really good movie, because Nerve is basically a movie about this girl. Her name is V. Her full name is Venus for short. And basically, she's like a shy kid in her high school. She's a photographer and all that stuff, but she wants to step out of her comfort zone because her best friend, Sydney, she plays a game called Nerve. So Nerve is a game where either you're a watcher or you're a player. So if you're a watcher, you're the type to be watching people, kind of like YouTube. Like if you're a subscriber, you're the type to want to watch like me, the player, which is the YouTuber, you know, doing like different types of stunts and all that stuff, doing different dares and all that stuff. So basically Nerve is a game where it's truth or dare, take away the truth. So it's just nothing but dares. But if you do these dares, you get paid from it. So like you can get paid like $10,000 one dare, you can get paid $5 another dare, but it doesn't matter, you have to do the dare. Like if you don't do the dare, either you bail or you fail. And if you do any of those, you lose all the money that you made in the dares, and you lose all the money even in your bank account that you haven't gotten from the game, if you get what I'm saying. So basically the game, when you first sign up as a player, the game takes all your information from your bank accounts to like which school you go to your Facebook, to your social medias, everything. So like it knows who you are, it has everything of you, has access to everything, can take away anything. So basically this girl named V, she decided to do it. She decided, because her best friend Sydney kept taunting her, saying she's always going to be a watcher in life, she'll never be a player, she'll never make her own decisions and all that stuff, but she wanted to prove her wrong. So she decided to play the game, and she played the game and things were going good until, and she had a partner at that time. Like a dare led her to her partner, and her and her partner had been basically playing the game together, basically making a lot of money. And it was to a point where the game kind of backfired on them, and it took like literally all their money in their bank account. I'm not gonna say literally everything about this movie, but it literally took all the money from their bank account, even the money that they had even before she decided to play Nerve. So I recommend you guys go watch the movie, because this movie is just a one. Like I wish, like when I watched the movie at first, when I saw the trailer, I was like, no way, I'm going to watch the movie illegally, I don't care. I remember I think I watched the movie illegally, but I didn't care because I'm not going to the theaters to pay money when I can watch it illegally, so it's fine. This movie is just lit. I just love this movie. I would watch this movie over and over again. This is the movie that I know all the songs to. I know all what they say at what times. Like I literally know everything in the movie and what's gonna happen. Like I can watch this movie till the end of my life. Like that's this movie. So you guys should really go ahead and watch this movie, because it's actually really, really good. It's really interesting, and I just love that movie. I just wish Nerve was real life, but at the same time I kind of don't, because I kind of don't want to lose all my money and be broke. So yeah, but yeah, that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and also comment down below what other videos you guys would like me to do, and I'll surely do them for you. And I'll see you guys in my next upload.